Hey guys, Tim Miller from the Bulwark here. We've got breaking news from the BBC and CBS that the Trump administration is moving forward with the transfer of the Qatar jet that will be used as Donald Trump's Air Force One and then donated to his library. This comes alongside a New York Times story about a mysterious Department of Defense funds transfer that many think are related to this jet. So let's just run through both of these stories. It is, to steal a word from Ben Shapiro discussing this, at best skeevy, and at worst, I guess, horrifically corrupt and a national security danger to the country. So other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, here's what we have. The Boeing aircraft, so it is an American-made plane that Qatar had bought, is giving it as an unconditional gift to the U.S. If you get something on behalf of an unconditional gift, I believe the technical term for that would be bribe. But they're calling it an unconditional gift. And then this is all based on a memorandum of understanding that CBS got a look at. It said the aircraft will be donated as is, with the Pentagon overseeing all modifications necessary before it can be used as part of Air Force One. Those modifications will include security inspections, sweeps for surveillance or espionage devices before it can operate. The New York Times companion story to this, though, I think demonstrates the depths of the corruption here and just how aware that the administration is, the people that actually worked for the administration, that Donald Trump has just dropped this total shit sandwich on their lap, and that they've got to try to deal with it as best as possible, even though everybody is eyes wide open that this is nothing more than just like a disgusting, and honestly, in addition to being disgusting and shameful, like taking this plane as Air Force One is all, like, I would call it unpatriotic, and it should be a hit to our dignity. Like, we can't make our own Air Force One in America. We got to buy an old retread from some Sharia oil despot from a tiny country like the size of New Jersey. What? It's embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing, if nothing else. But okay, I want to get to this New York Times story. The Times maybe got tipped off to or identified a mysterious $934 million transfer of funds from one of the Pentagon's over-budget project, which is the modernization of our ground-based nuclear missiles, and they transferred it to another unspecified account, an unnamed classified project. So we're taking money away from modernizing our nuclear missiles. It seems like a not unimportant project. And according to the Times, everybody thinks this mysterious transfer of $934 million is going to the Air Force One renovation. As they describe it, a new gold-adorned Air Force One that Mr. Trump desperately wants in the air before his term is over. This is just sick, really. I mean, like, really? We're going to spend $1 billion retrofitting this thing? We couldn't have just made our own Air Force One for under $1 billion? And Trump's over there trying to shake down Jerome Powell over how much the Fed renovation is costing. And yeah, I don't know, maybe that's over budget a little bit. And like, meanwhile, this is the gambit. This is what we're doing. We're spending $1 billion in service to Donald Trump's megalomania, while we are cutting, just for one example, $100 million from UNICEF, which was feeding the world's poor children, the world's poorest children. So 10 times that we're going to spend to retrofit this Air Force One that was given to us by Qatar. The whole thing is truly shameless. I don't really even know what more you can say about that. But those are the two breaking news stories. I think it's notable, this Qatar story. These things kind of disappear out of the news cycle and they come back. I've used it as an example of something like feels really big in the moment. it's notable that some of these are sticking around, right? And like with the Epstein story, it did not go the way the Qatar planned, where there was outrage dissipates, new thing comes in and replaces it. The Epstein thing has legs. And, this Qatar story, who knows? Did they leak the thing to CBS because they want us to be talking about something else? I don't know. Or was Trump just telling people it's time to move forward with this because he just wants his big, beautiful plane? It could be either of those things. But if it's the former, it's not working because we can talk. We're very capable of discussing the Trump Epstein scandal in the context of the other Trump scandals, including receiving this gift bribe from the Qataris, who are funding Hamas, by the way, and his other scandals such as the who knows how many figures in crypto grift he's running, the potential crypto bribes he's receiving that are untrackable, and the amount of money we're spending on his golf courses, the amount of money we're spending on security to protect him at his golf courses, and the whole thing is just hand over fist corrupt all the way down at a scale, to borrow a phrase from Trump, we've really never seen before. So that's the story here. One more time from CBS, that we had a memorandum of understanding between Qatar and the U.S. that their sloppy seconds airplane will be donated as is to the United States, with the Pentagon overseeing modifications. And according to the New York Times, we assume that those modifications are going to be all or part of that $934 million secret transfer from the fund that was had been earmarked for modernization of our ground-based nuclear missiles. What a story. Everybody, appreciate you all very much. Subscribe to the feed right here at the Bulwark YouTube. We appreciate all you. Appreciate your feedback. You can comment below. Let me know what you'd like to hear more of or less of. And we'll be talking to you soon. Peace.